Welcome to Math 014 online. This orientation video is to help you get started with an online class and to know what is expected of you and where to find everything. So here we are in our Moodle site, which will have all the information you need to get started. In this folder here, syllabus and other documents, you'll find our syllabus. Also, the links up here are going to be helpful to learn the class material. This first link here is the video of lesson demos, which I'll be talking about in a little bit. As you can see, these are required videos to watch. This is like watching the lesson that you would watch if you came to class. And these videos here, the next link, are optional. They're to help you if you get stuck on an activity problem. The next two videos are useful to help you learn how to create a PDF. You'll be required to turn in 9 homework assignments, and each of those should be turned into a single PDF to be submitted here on Moodle. So Cam Scanner is an app that's free, and it allows you to take a picture using like a smartphone, take several pictures and combine them into a single PDF, and that's probably the easiest way to turn your homework into a PDF. So coming down here, I want to go through some of our class documents. The first one, the schedule and discussion guidelines, if you click on this, it will open this document here, which is just for you to keep track of everything. So it's all laid out by the weeks that our class meets. The first couple days are to give you time to get settled and used to our online class. If you watch the orientation video, and then you can get going on the other things in class. So it's broken up by lesson. We have 9 lessons in the semester. Required in our class packet, which is the second document here that I'll get to in a minute. There are demos for each lesson. That's required work. You should watch the video and take notes at the same time in the packet. And there's activities you can do that are required. The videos are optional. If you're stuck on an activity, that's one way to get help on that activity. There's also a homework for lesson 1, which is the third document here, so I'll get to that in a minute. And this is what's going to be submitted on Moodle. Let me show you where. So right here, you can see in week 1, you click here and you're able to upload your PDF of lesson 1. And the last piece that's required is a discussion. There are 4 discussions that are required. Actually, this introduction discussion that I wrote here is included in discussion 1. So you're going to be able to do your introduction of yourself and the first discussion all together this week. And so within the first week, you have to do 2 lessons, lesson 1 and lesson 2. So the lesson 1 and lesson 2 homework are due on June 2nd. I don't encourage you waiting to turn both of those homework assignments in on June 2nd, but you should, space out your timing as you go on. And then the rest of the weeks follow the same pattern, trying to keep it consistent to make it easy to not forget anything. The big difference is that we have 2 weeks where we have tests. Week 3, which is June 10th through June 16th. Somewhere in those dates, you need to take a proctored midterm exam. You may take it at an off-campus location, Oftentimes people choose to take it at a library. Many libraries offer free proctoring services. Or if you're able to come to GCC, another testing, like another easy way to get it proctored is to use the GCC Testing Center. So there is more information on proctored exams in the syllabus. Then we have the rest of the lessons, and then finally a proctored final exam, same scenario. So the next document that I want to show you is the class packet. If you click on the class packet, a very big document opens. It's 82 pages. So this seems like a good time to mention that all the documents, the syllabus, the schedule, the class packet, the homework packet, and some review questions have all been printed and are located outside my office at North 415. So you're welcome to come pick up those documents if you'd like to. This document is like your textbook and your classwork all wrapped into one. You can see that we are looking at lesson 1 and the demo for lesson 1. So you'll turn to this, click on the demo video for lesson 1, watch the video and take notes. It's 2 pages long. And then you can see that you get to the activities still in lesson 1. These are also required to be done. I don't require you to turn them in, but this is the bulk of your learning. So you can practice these problems. Again, there's videos of all of these problems if you're stuck on one. You can watch the videos. And then finally you get to the section called Even More Practice. You're welcome to do as many of these problems as you'd like. These are not required. And then we wrap up lesson 1. Then you get to lesson 2 and you can see it follows the same format. The demo, which is required, watch the video, learn the new lesson here. And then you have some activities, again, that follow the same idea. You can watch videos on these activities if you choose. There are 9 lessons in this packet. The last document is the homework packet. And so if you click on the homework packet, did I open that one? Oops. The homework packet will look like this. Also, this is printed and outside my office if you'd like to pick up the hard copy. There are 9 homework assignments. You can see them over here, the dates that they are due. All of the homework assignments should be completed on a separate piece of paper or separate from this packet, I should say, except for lesson 8 can be done in the packet. So you're going to use maybe lined paper. You're going to label the top of the paper with the lesson of the homework you're doing. Each problem's going to be numbered. You're going to show all possible work for each of the problems. The only problems that you're also going to hand in a page from this packet, they're the problems that are marked with these asterisks. I've provided graph paper in the packet. But many of the graphs, you have to do extra, work outside of the graph. You're doing some algebra, so you should show me that work on a separate sheet of paper. And then finally, an answer key can be found at the back of the packet. You should mark all answers with that are correct, that you've checked, with a check mark. If you have a specific question about your work, you can write a note to me on the homework. I will be able to read it then and answer it. So there's 9 lessons. There's the number of questions in each of the homework assignments. So just taking a look at it, this is homework 1. There's lots of little parts to this, and I do not want I want you to write this all on a separate sheet of paper. You don't have to redo the graphs, but you're going to answer the questions on a separate sheet of paper. So each of these problems that you're going to be solving, 4 through 12, show all the steps that you do to solve the problem. And then you get to homework 2 and so on. So that pretty much wraps up our orientation for the class. Each week is listed here. You have the ability to submit the homework 1, then submit homework 2. Also, there are to-do lists to help you keep track of what you need to be doing each week. And there's discussions that you can respond to, or that you need to respond to. It's required, 10% of your grade. I just want to show you one quick feature of the discussion board. So when you go to respond, if you want to write an equation, if you want to, you should use the equation editor, which is right here. See this button with the radical square root sign? If you click on it, this will open up and it allows you to write nice equations. So you can maybe put fractions in, and you can write a nice equation for your classmates to be able to see. When you click OK, it shows up on your discussion. So I look forward to hearing from you and seeing your introductions in discussion 1. Thank you.